Insurtechs are not going to disrupt the insurance industry. If you just unmuted me, then let me repeat that. Insurtechs, they're not going to disrupt the insurance industry. Welcome back, I'm Frederick. Now, if you look at the development of Insurtechs, then you'll see that the investments over the last years have just skyrocketed. In 2019, there was $5.6 billion invested in Insurtechs. So the market, they believe that Insurtechs are the way forward. And if you look at the Insurtechs, what they're doing is also fantastic. It is new, it is innovative, it is what the insurance industry needs. We as an insurance industry is an old industry. We've been doing the same thing for, 100 years almost. So yeah, we need something new to happen. But I believe it is wrong to feel that Insurtechs is going to disrupt the insurance industry. I don't think they're capable of doing that. If you're going to do a disruption or a complete transformation of a company from what it is today to a future digitally and virtually competent company, it's not enough partnering with an Insurtech. It is not enough taking one or two parts of modernization into the company. You have to do it all around. When I look at the Insurtechs today, almost 80% of them, they are either focused on a single line, one product, or one element of the value chain. And that's not enough. The Insurtechs, they've obviously focused on, and I would do the same, so it makes perfect sense, they've focused on where can we add the most value at the shortest span of time. So they've focused on this part of the value chain, this specific product, and they've gone for this, which is very good. And there's many opportunities in partnering with insurers and other companies to make this work. But if you're looking at disrupting an industry, this is not how you do that. Disrupting an industry is changing the core of how things are being done. And you don't change the core of how things are being done by perfecting one part of the value chain. You have to change the whole core of the companies in the industry, which is both the Insurtechs and the incumbent insurer. The difference is that the incumbent insurers, they are possessing the complete value chain in dealing with the customers and partners, and the Insurtechs are not. So if you want to disrupt the industry as an insurer or an Insurtech, take a look at the incumbent insurers. Take a look at how do we transform the incumbent insurers to the new normal, to what's hitting us after this pandemic is over. And then when you realize this, when you look inwards to the incumbent insurers, when you see that we have to change our processes, we have to change our management style, our organizational setup, the way that our IT systems are working, and so on. When you've started to realize this and starting to make a plan for how can we do this step by step, then Insurtechs are invaluable. Because Insurtechs, they can come and kickstart some of these processes and help the insurers get up to speed much, much faster. But if the insurers are not capable of adjusting their internal processes, the technological infrastructure, the management style accordingly, then you'll have a smart Insurtech as a partner of the insurance company, but then you'll still have the whole legacy of the insurer to stop the innovation, to stop the disruption, if you like. The disruption have to come for the insurers themselves, but the disruption have to be the insurer reinventing itself from the core. And you can easily partner up and get a lot of benefits for doing this with the Insurtechs. But Insurtechs are only part of the game, and this is my point. Insurtechs are only part of the game, a vital part of the game, but a part of the game. When you as an insurer or any other company wants to transform your core, you need to understand how am I doing business today? How does my value chain look like? How is my decision processes throughout the value chain? How do we depend on each other in the units? And how is our management set up to run the business? Where are our points of approval? Where do we have to get signatures, approvals, and where do we have to align expectations, or where do we have to ask permission, so to speak? Once you've mapped that out, you're starting to have a fairly good understanding of where you are as a company today. Then you have to look into the future and saying, okay, how is the future looking? How virtual do we think it's going to be? How digital do we think it's going to be? How fast do we think we have to be able to deliver whatever we are delivering? What are our turnaround times? And my best guess is if you think that your turnaround times are 50, just take a number today, and you think in the future they have to be 10, I can guarantee you they have to be 0.5. And that is the mindset that you have to approach this with. When you're changing the company, your approach to the change we have to be better than anybody. We have to be better than the best. Otherwise, we don't have a chance in the new normal. Use the insurtechs to get you there, but make sure your internal processes, that your management style, that your organizational setup is ready to deal with the insurtechs, is ready to deal with the new normal. Then you can start talking about disruption. But I'll guarantee you that disruption is coming from within the insurance industry by the very much needed help from the insurtech. The insurtechs, they're not going to disrupt this industry alone, and the insurers are not going to disrupt the industry alone. It's important that insurers and insurtechs, they find out how do we actually put this together and work together in the best possible way. And then we're looking into a shiny, bright new future. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear your comments on this. Stay safe and good luck.